Hey there, Millers, Strategy Battle Gamers. So today I'm here with a very special unboxing. So there's a bunch of models. Now that I'm can pay for my own models, when I was in middle school, there was like a list of models I wanted to get, and not a lot of them are out of print, unfortunately. But I was able to pick up one that I've always wanted to get. So now that I'm playing my Hobbits, there's like a huge infinite amount of allies I can take with them. And here's one that I'm very interested in taking. Because I've never really taken monsters in my armies. I've never really liked the idea of a monster getting transfixed and being useless. But I'm taking a monster who I think is worth his points. I've taken Beorn before. I really like Beorn, but I think this guy's a little bit better than Beorn. And then, of course, is TreeBeard. So this is an old box that I was able to pick up. It's a blast from the past. You can tell it's a really old box set because of the two towers red. And I like the model. I mean, I know like compared to like some of the new stuff that's coming out, the model might not be the best. But I've always really liked the model, and I would go ahead and box them. So I already took the shrink wrap off to help speed up the process. But I really like the picture and the paint job they have of Merry and Pippin on the back. I think the scene where the Ents go and help take down Orthanc is an awesome scene. So the box, nothing else in the box. It comes with the instructions, which he looks like a pretty easy model to put together. As you can see. So it comes in the old school pack. Looks like a really old pack, judging by the color of it. So this model is metal. I do not know if he is still a metal model or if he's in resin on the web store. He was out of stock last I looked, and I really wanted the model soon. Yeah, so he's actually smaller than the Ent, I believe. So here's his face. You can kind of see it. Looks like you can plug his leg up here. So he's actually not too terribly big a model. I would go grab the regular Ent to compare size, but he's not with me. But it looks like he'll be a relatively small monster, as weird as that sounds. I don't know, when he's all put together, he might look a little bit bigger. But here's like his arm. Here are a bunch of branches, parts of his body, his other arm, some foliage, and then of course the two hobbits. You gotta love them. They're both awesome. Merry and Pippin. Those are cool. So sometimes they actually showed who sculpted the model on the yeah, so the Perry brothers designed this. And Trish Morrison. Model is designed by Alan Perry, Michael Perry, and Trish Morrison. So the Perry brothers, and I believe Trish Morrison was the one who designed the most of the monsters. In fact, the new Guaher model that came out, I believe, was designed by her. I think. Don't quote me on that. So another cool thing about this model is, of course, he comes on the monster base. It's like a flat base, though, so it's not like a like a bigger one. But he actually comes on like a little scenic base, which is too cool. I mean, like, a lot of models back then that I know of for Lord of the Rings, they don't have the scenic bases. That's cool. I like that. I think that this model was a great model. I've actually never seen one in person, so it's going to be very interesting seeing it put together. And of course, I will go over his stats. So, before I read the stats, I know his stats very well because I've proxied him a few times. I've versed him, proxied. I've never seen the model, but we've versed the proxies. I actually think he's one of the more legitimate monsters that Good has. I think Guaher is good, but I think the 2-tech Guaher The one might one will one fate is a downfall. Where TreeBeard is literally he is okay. This stat line six movement, fight 8, shoot 4 up shot, which is important. Strength 8, defense 8, 3 attack, 3 wounds, courage 7, 3 might, 6 will, 3 fate, woodland creature, terror, break stone. He's a beast. So he can chuck. He shoots on a 4-up. He can chuck a boulder at someone. A strength 10 rock, 18-inch range. Woodland creature and terror is another big thing. So here's one reason why I really like TreeBeard's profile compared to Beorn especially. So Beorn has magic resistance, which means he gets a guaranteed to resist will. Beorn just has 6 will, or not Beorn, sorry. TreeBeard just has 6 will in his profile. To me, that's a little better, just personally. I think so. He's also a little bit cheaper than Beorn, and he has Woodland Creature. I think both of them have Woodland Creature. Both of them cost terror, of course. But I just think TreeBeard's a little bit better, a little more refined in terms of he can do a little bit more. I think he can go capture objectives. He can sit on objectives. He can sit in the middle, like hold ground and just hurl guys. So yeah, I think he's a beast, and I actually cannot wait to get him put together and painted because I actually really want to use him in a battle report. In fact, with the new Throne of Skulls rules, the Ents are a legitimate army now. I really think that they'll be awesome. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. It's a short video. I'm really excited for this model. Maybe more so than some of the models I've had in the past. Just because it's like ever since I was a kid, I really wanted the TreeBeard model. Now that I can forward my own models, I feel like really good getting them. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment. Happy wargaming and support your Hobbit hobby.